Hello, good morning all. Today in this video we are going to discuss regarding how to create a view using query in Odoo. So in the previous video we have already shown this. So this is the video of continuation of the part 1. So what we have created so far is we have successfully created a view called pos.sale report, and we are fetched all the data from the sale order. So here you can see once we create a new sale order or sale order line, it automatically comes here. So currently you can see in this model we have around 45 records. And what happens if I go to the sale order and if I create a new record? So I'll be going into the sale order and I'll be choosing the customer as Deco Addict, and I'll be adding couple of products into the order line. So if I add two new order line here, so here you can see I have added two new order lines. And if you go to our view, that is pos.sale report, so it's 45. So what happens if you reload is it's get updated to 47. So once we create records here inside the sale order line, it automatically takes into our view called POS sale report. So this is how you can create a view using query in Odoo. So if I go to the PyCharm, here you can see this is the syntax that we have written so far. What we have done is we have simply defined a model, set auto equal to false, description is given, and we have defined the fields that we have to show in the view, and we have written a query to create this view. So these all are basic syntax. So these are basic syntax. You have to specify the model name here as well as here. So here you can see the model name is pos.sale report. So instead of dot, here we have use underscore pos sale report, and we have set it here. And then inside this you have to write your query to fetch the data from the database table. So it might be confusing for you in the previous video, so I have made some code adjustments here. Not code adjustment, I have added some extra spacing. So this is the base code where we are fetching the data from sale order line, that is select sol.product id. That what is sol? Sol is alias of sale order line. So from sale order line we have taken product id and so we know we have added partner id in our model. So either the partner id should be there inside sale order to fetch, or we have to fetch it from the sale order. So what we have done for that is we have used left join sale order using the relational field inside the sale order to sale order line. That is using the sale order id field in the sale order line, we have left join to sale order table and taken the value so.partner id. And from the sale order line I have taken product UOM quantity. From sale order line we have taken price unit as well as the confirmation date. So this is the sample code I have written, and here you can see this is the extra code that I have added. So what I have done is that I have put this inside a bracket, and and I have given the alias as line, and using this line I have selected line dot product id. So what line dot product id will give, you will be getting this one, sol dot product id will be getting in the line dot product id, and in the line dot partner id you will be getting so dot partner id, and in the line dot product UOM quantity you will be getting sol dot product UOM quantity. Here you can see I have changed line dot product UOM quantity as quantity because we have defined the field name as quantity. So there should be a select statement as quantity, else you will be, if you go to the UI you will be getting field undefined error. So product UOM quantity has been changed to quantity. So here we haven't given any as because product id itself is defined here. So here we don't have product UOM quantity field here, so we have changed it to the quantity. Line dot price unit because it will be coming as price unit itself. Line dot confirmation date as date because we have defined the date field as date. So we have successfully getting value from sale order line. Now what we will be discussing is how we can get the value from POS order line also. So we have started the previous video stating that we will be discussing how we can bring values from two models into a single view. That is, we will be, here you can see the name itself is POS sale report. So our intention is to bring the values from sale order line as well as POS order line into a same model. So that will be explaining in this second part. So I'll be making some more code adjustment into this init section. So what I'll be doing is that, so I'll be keeping this section as it is. So inside the inner section here I'll be adding a union, or you can add union all, and you have to write another select statement. So I'll be writing another select statement like select. So in this select statement I'll be selecting from POS order line. So product ID, select product ID. From where you will be selecting? From POS order line. From POS order line, that is POS order line as POL. So that aliasing is given. So I'll be selecting POL dot product ID. Then what you need to bring, you have to follow the same order. So you can see first we have imported product ID, then we need partner ID. So to get partner ID I have to left join with POS order model. So inside POS order line we don't have the partner. So if I go to the Chrome, and where we have, this is the point of sale order model, inside the lines we don't have the partner. So we can get the partner only, that is partner or customer, from the POS.order model. So I'll be left joining with the POS.order model. So left join POS underscore order, left join PO on, then you have to write the condition PO.id equal to PO.id equal to POL.order ID. So I think the relation is order ID itself, so we can just ensure that one. So if I go to the UI, and what I will be doing, I'll be going into the settings and technical, and if I scroll down to the models, and if I search for POS order line, let us check whether there is a field called order ID inside POS order line model. Yes, you have a many to one field with the core model as POS.order. Yes, it is the order ID. So we have left join using that field. So we can get PO.partner ID, PO.partner ID. So the partner ID is, here you can see, if I place the mouse over here, you can see the customer field name is partner ID. So I have to get the value from there, PO.partner ID. Then what you need, then you need quantity field. So let's check what is the field name of quantity here. Here we have the quantity. So if I place the mouse over here, you can see its name is QTY. So I have to fetch POS order line dot quantity. So quantity, yeah, one thing, quantity, and then what we need, quantity, then you need price unit, unit price here. So it's called price unit. So I'll be importing POL dot price unit, then what next, you need confirmation date. So we have taken from order. So here you have the date, that is date order. So I'll be taking PO dot date order. That's done. So we have selected all the values now, but if you upgrade you will be having an error, because you can see this select statement will be applying for these all the values. So here you can see inside this union we don't have product UOM quantity. So what I'll be doing is that I'll be removing it from here, line dot quantity, and this thing I'll be removing from here, line dot date, and I'll be giving the alias here, so dot confirmation date as date, and as quantity here inside the directly here I will be putting the alias SOL dot product UOM quantity as quantity, and SO dot confirmation date as date. Similarly I'll be applying here. So POL dot quantity has to be taken as this one, quantity, and the confirmation date, here we have taken confirmation date as date because we have defined the date field. So here date order I'll be taking as date. So I have made some changes. So here you can see, so this will be selecting from both sale order line, union, POS order line. So let's restart the service and see what happens if I upgrade the module. So I'll be going into the UI and I'll be going here to the apps menu, and from the apps menu I'll be upgrading the Odoo development tutorials module. So yet if you haven't subscribed the channel, please click the subscribe button and click the bell icon for getting notified regarding all the upcoming updates. So we have successfully updated the module. Now if I go to the POS sale report, you can see it was 47 before, right now it has been increased to 55. So I'll be showing something. So from this menu I'll be logging into the point of sale. So it's already settings, sessions. So let me continue selling. You cannot, it's virtual admin. We are here, we are using a super user. So what I will be doing is that I'll be creating a new point of sale, duplicate and dashboard, and I'll be logging into this point of sale, and I'll be making couple of sale. So what I need to show is that to our view POS order lines are coming. So right now you can see it's only 55. So I'll be making couple of sales from here, that is 1 2 3 4 5 lines I have been added. I'll be choosing customer as Sandra, set customer, payment cash, I'll be paying 3000, validate. That's done. Now if I go to our view and simply if I refresh, you can see it's 55 and we have made 5 lines in the point of sale order. So just refresh and see, you can see it has been increased to 60. And if I group by customer, there will be a customer called Sandra which we have made the sales. So where is Sandra? You can see Sandra will have 5 sales that we have done right now from the point of sale. So you can see it has been bringing both the sales from point of sale and sale order. And you can add more things, like if you need to identify the type, which is sale order, which is sale order line, what you can do, you can simply define a character field or selection field. So type, so simply I'll be searching for a selection field, selection fields dot selection. I'll be copying this one, I'll be copying this one, or let it be inside the Odoo source code only. No need of enterprise. So I'll be simply copying this one, I'll be putting type sales, that is normal sales. I'll be giving the string as sales, and I'll be copying this one, comma POS, point of sales string. I'll be updating as type, and there is no need of default and required. So I'll be just adjusting this one. So what I have done is I have added one more field into our view called type, that is to identify whether this line is coming from sale or point of sale. So I have defined a type field of type selection with 2 values, that is sales and point of sale. So now I have to add this inside my select statement. So here you can see. So what I will be doing is that I will putting a comma here and as type. So I'll be giving here sales as type. So the values coming from here I'm setting as sales as type, and here I'll be putting a comma and POS as type. Sorry, POS as type. So what I have done is the values coming from this, that is from sale order, I have set sales as type, sales because this is the selection value, and from here I have set POS as type, which is coming from POS order line. So simply I'll be restarting the service again, and I'll be going into the UI, and I'll be going into the apps menu, and from the apps menu I'll be upgrading the Odoo development tutorials module. So if you haven't got this module, you can simply go to the Odoo app store and download this module for free. So we have successfully upgraded the module, and now if I go to the POS sale report, and if I try grouping by type, there is an error, type does not exist, column POS sale report type does not exist. So let me, yeah, I got the point, because we have selected it here but we didn't select it inside outside these things. So I have to select line dot type also. So this selection doing from this will be coming only outside. So I have added it here also, line dot type. We have imported it here. So in the final select statement also we have to import the type. So that's done. Now I'll be going into the apps menu and I'll be upgrading the module once again and see. So the module has been getting upgraded, so let's wait until it has been upgraded. Now I'll be going into POS sale report and I'll be grouping by type, clicking apply. You can see there is 13 lines coming from POS line and 47 is coming from sale order line. So what I'll be doing, I'll be creating 3 more lines from point of sale, customer. I'll be choosing another one, golden ons, set customer, payment, cash, 2000, validate. And if I come here, you can see 13 has been updated to 16. And if I create one more, cash to next order, you can see right now it's 16. You can see it has been changed to 17, and the last sale is for 1.20. It has been added here. So the point of sale lines is coming, and if you need to test sale order line, I'll be going here using this tab. I'll be going into the sale order line, and if I deco edit, I'll be adding 2 lines. Okay, I'll be adding 2 lines. Save. Right now you can see it's only 47, so if I click on expand, it will be getting updated to 49. You can see the data has been getting added here. So we have successfully created a model which brings data from point of sale order line as well as sale order line. So this is how we can create a view using query in Odoo, as well as this can be used for different purpose like a reporting, pivot view, etc. And also you can see there are different requests asking people asking us how to create this things for a lot of time, so that's why we made this point. So if you have any doubt, feel free to comment it out or reach us over the email. So I'll be winding up the video after showing one more simple thing along with this video. So right now we have fetched all the order lines. So what happens if there is some cancel order line, cancelled sale order? So there might be some case we have to bring only the confirmed sale order and confirmed POS order line. So here you can see, take a case where we have to bring only the sale order, like we don't need to bring the quotations, only we need to bring the records in the state, sale order and done state. So what we are going to think is that we don't want to get quotations into our view. So simply you can add a where statement along with the thing. So after left join, I'll be adding where so.state in done or sale. So I think the syntax is correct. So what I have done is I have added a where condition along with the select query, where so.state, that is so means sale order dot state. So state is the field name. So if you go here, the field name is state. I need to bring only sales order and the locked. So you can see the keys are sale and done. So that's I have given here, where so.state in sale and done. Similarly, I'll be adding a condition here if you need it. So simply first of all, I will be running this one and see what happens. So I have restarted the service, and definitely you have to upgrade the module to see the change. So I'm not sure whether you have to upgrade or not, but still you can upgrade. So just upgrade, and we can see initially it was 49. If I expand, you can see it has been reduced to 33 because it's only bringing the done state. So now, right now I'll be creating a quotation. So I'll be going into the sales. From here I'll be creating a new quotation, customer, and I'll be adding couple of products. Save. So right now it has been saved. If I go here, you can see it's still 33, it's not coming here. But if you confirm, so once you confirm, it has been moved to sale, you can see 33 will be increased to 34. You can see it has been added here. So similarly you can apply simply a where statement to filter the records based on your condition. Similarly, if you need to apply domain for POS orders, so let me check what all sales states we have available for the orders. So if you go to the orders, here you can see paid state. So suppose we need to bring only, we don't need any draft quotations, only we need paid and done records. Paid and done, you can see the field name is state, so we are going to bring only paid, done and invoiced. Paid, done and invoiced. So simply you can copy these ones where statement and put it here. That is where instead of so dot state we have po dot state in paid, done and invoiced. Paid, done and invoiced. You can go to the apps menu and we will be upgrading the module. So this is how simply you can create a view using query. So let's wait. So you can see the module has been upgraded, and if I refresh, you can see type point of sale, there is 17 lines, and in sales you have 34 lines. So if you like the video, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe the channel so that you will be getting notified regarding all the upcoming videos. So that's it for this video. Have a nice day. Thank you.